He's allowed to like what he likes.
You're almost 60.
You're an old man with an earring.
He made a choice.
Like what a pirate would make, or somebody's grandma.
Solo Mio.
What is up, chocolatiers? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reviewing and talking about Solo Mio, the new Kevin James Angels. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm sorry. The new Angel Studios film coming to us, I guess by Kevin James, because I think it's shown at the end of the film he wrote it. So he had a big part of this film. It's coming to us from Angel Studios. Now, Angel Studios started off a little rocky for me with their company, because some of the movies were kind of like that Hallmark vibe where it's like, hey, this could have been on streaming or something like that. But the last year and a half, they have really proven themselves. Like David, I didn't get to review on the channel, but it was really excellent. That other movie, I can't remember, it came out last Easter, was also animated, was very, very good. It had Charles Dickens in it. So their animated stuff's been really, really good. And for me, some of their live action movies started being decent. I thought that The Last Rodeo last year was a decent time at the theaters, so I had a pretty good story to tell. And I thought Sketch was really surprising last year because I didn't expect much out of that. And so now I'm going to quit doubting them for sure. And here we are, Solo Mio starring Kevin James. Now, Kevin James is, well, actually, I guess I should throw this out here too. There's no mic still because of Amazon. So if you hear background noise, I'm just giving that PSA for people that haven't been watching. If you haven't been up to date, we have a problem with our mic. We lost it, something, whatever. Anyways, back to the review. So Kevin James, a big fan of his. My favorite sitcom of all time is King of Queens. So I was going to be here no matter what. Love my boy Kevin. And so this movie really thoroughly surprised me because I wasn't expecting anything bad because, like I said, Angel Studios has been putting out some good stuff. But it's one of those type of films where, you know, maybe you don't expect something, you know, like just kind of mediocre, maybe something fine, maybe something that's like, okay, cool. This might be a film I remember by the end of the year because I had a good time with it. This is a really great, honestly, probably the best one looking at what's coming out next week, Valentine's like date type movie. The story, I guess it's kind of a big deep dive to explain the story. So if you haven't been around the TikTok sphere, Kevin James has a TikTok account called Matt Taylor, where he's like an art teacher. And me and my buddy about 2-3 months ago thought this was funny. Apparently this is an undisclosed ad for this film, and he's playing that same art teacher. And so I don't know how that's going to work if anybody does any lawsuits on that, because like when I was watching, I was like, oh, he's like doing like a little parody, a little joke, whatever. But no, this is like an ad for the film, basically. And so Matt Taylor is going with his other teacher that works at the same school, and he ends up proposing to her, and they're about to get married, and he gets left at the altar. And they're already in Italy, and that's kind of the film. He decides that instead of going back home, he's going to go in and live out his honeymoon and stuff in Italy. So he goes on like this solo tour around Italy. And around this time, he ends up meeting this woman who owns this cafe, and they kind of hit it off. And almost so much so to the point where he's like, oh, am I kind of falling for her? You know, how's this working? And a lot of times like this, when romance films, especially romance books, a lot of the women watching this video will know what I'm talking about. It feels very cliche if it's done incorrectly, because it's like, okay, you clearly just got over a breakup. You know, a lot of guys, women do this too, you know, we'll try to look for that rebound. And one of the characters actually makes that comment. The guy who plays Tig in Sons of Anarchy is in this film. He's actually very funny. And he even makes that comment a lot where he's like, oh, you need to get your rebound, because he's one of those type of guys. But Kevin James's character, Matt, is not that type of guy at all. And even like that, he's kind of second guessing himself as he's falling for this woman, because he's sitting there thinking to himself, you know, our relationship's kind of weird. But you start learning over the course of the film that it might have been meant to be for him to be left at the altar. Like it literally almost was a sign. And you really get a lot of just kind of him hanging out, him making friends, him doing stuff that he would have never done if he would have went through this marriage, him growing and learning from himself. And it actually has a beautiful story, I feel like, and a beautiful message about growing older, because even somebody like me, right, where I feel like I'm relating to this, where, you know, no, be real with you right here, guys, ain't really been out there dating like that. And then you start sitting there thinking, you're like, damn, you're like, you ever gonna find somebody? You ever gonna meet somebody? And in this movie, he's, you know, around the mid-age of 50-something, and he's sitting there thinking, he's like, I can't start over again. Like, you know, you dated this woman for what, 3, 4, 5 years or whatever, and you thought you were going to marry her and spend the rest of your life with her, but no, now you're like restarting. And it really does, I feel like, have a good message when it comes to that, because I feel like a lot of older people think like that. I feel like a lot of people my age think like that. I feel like people that are a little bit younger than me think like that. Like, I just feel like you always are thinking like that, especially if you're not in that sphere of dating or if you didn't find your person already. And so I thoroughly enjoyed this film. I thought the comedy landed. I thought the story landed. There's some cliche stuff here. There's some stuff here and there where I was like, you could have cut this. The movie's almost 2 hours. It doesn't need to be that long for sure. But yeah, those are just minor nitpicks. I feel like this movie is really good. It's a really good time. If you like these type of films, if you like a rom-com, with it being Valentine's Day coming up, if you want to watch a film like this, I feel like it's the perfect one to go see. And so yeah, with that, I'm going to give this an easy 8 out of 10. I love this film a lot. I had a lot of fun with this movie in the theaters. It was a packed theater for this, which I was also kind of surprised to see, because I know Angel Studios always gets, like, a lot of head count, but just for this type of movie, considering I haven't seen it marketed as much as the other ones, I just was really caught me off guard. But ironically, I guess every movie I've been to this weekend was caught me off guard and being packed, because Strangers Chapter 3 especially, I was like, there's no way people were in that theater. So there you go. But yeah, that's a bad movie. This is a good movie. So go watch this for sure. Definitely get my recommendation, my seal of approval. And with that, like and subscribe for more. We'll set 1,000 subs, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
You accept it.
She's the only woman I ever loved.